وللمزيد ينضم إلي في الاستوديو الدكتور خالد مانيار المؤسس والشريك في شركة هورث ماك للاستشارات. دكتور خالد أهلا وسهلا بك. بداية دعني أسألك، سمعنا قبل أيام بعد أوراق بنما عن اقتراحات بعضها جاء من الألمان بأن يكون هناك قاعدة بيانات تجمع كل المعلومات عن شركات الأوفشور حول العالم. هل تعتقد بأن هذا أمر ممكن؟
Yes, it could, as long as, that these offshore centers are brought into some sort of transparency regulation, many things can be automatically regulated. And then any government which wants to fall back on some certain information of their national or their residents, whichever they want to, they can fall back on various offshore centers. And perhaps, as Germany has suggested, if they can be a consolidated data, then the government need not search to different offshore center, and perhaps they can collect the data from one consolidated center who will be keeping such records.
وما هي المظلة التي يمكن أن يقع تحتها هذا المركز الذي تتجمع فيه كل هذه البيانات؟
Perhaps it could be under some apex body umbrella which can be formed by certain resolution by some major countries, and then such resolution can be adopted by many countries that yes, we will adopt. Suppose 5 major countries make this resolution and then ask all the countries or all the offshore center at least to join this resolution. Like many other area where there is no apex body, it is worked under such resolution like trademark registration and many other things. So that way all the countries will be bound by that resolution, and then they will provide the information as required by that resolution. So then any country can fall back under that resolution, and perhaps it could be financed by these major countries, or some charges can also be levied on the people who seek the information, on the government who seek the information, so it will get automatically financed.
بهذا المعنى ماذا يمكن أن يعني هذا الأمر لسرية الأعمال التي اعتاد على الحصول عليها من يؤسس شركة أوفشور وإن كان عمله مشروع تماما؟ ماذا يعني؟ هل تفتقد السرية في هذه الحالة؟
Well, for a businessman who has formed an offshore company for a legitimate means, he should have absolutely no fear. Because if there is any transparency, disclosure required, he could very well make. But at times, you need an independent corporate vehicle for various transactions. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have everything secret about it. But the very concept of offshore company is actually misused by many to hide their assets, to hide their transactions, and to hide their activities from whichever the government or whichever the people or authority which matters of such information they are trying to hide. So it is not that very concept of offshore company, how it got started to provide an independent corporate vehicle, it has been then the use has been twisted by many.
نحن في منطقة تزدهر فيها المناطق الحرة وثم تساؤلات كثيرة، كيف تختلف شركات المناطق الحرة عن شركات الأوفشور؟
Yes, there is a major difference that free zone company, for example, in UAE, is a very strong local jurisdiction. It is bound by various regulations. It is bound by the transparency. The financial statement will have to be regulated and will have to be submitted to the authority, which will which can be seen by any. So all the transaction, if suppose anyone need to ask any question, they can freely ask the question on those particular transaction. So, and then of course they are mostly they are audited as well, like people like us who are auditing the account, and there are set of regulation in each and every country, and alhamdulillah here too, which will require us to sign certain things.
Yes.
That we have verified those things, that all the transactions, for example, are bona fide. There is no irregularity.
الدكتور خالد مانيار المؤسس والشريك في شركة هوروث ماك للاستشارات، شكرا جزيلا لك.